So coming to a nice sitting position with your back straight, your legs can be in any position. You can support your legs. Your legs can be outstretched. You can sit on a cushion to elevate the hips, anything that makes you comfortable. And opening the chest and dropping the shoulders, keeping the spine nice and straight. So we sometimes it's quite nice to sit on something. This kind of just prop the back up a little bit, and also the spine becomes a bit more straight, and the chin humbles in ever so slightly so that the back of the neck is nice and straight. So you can choose. So today we're going to be doing this mudra, so bringing the thumbs together and then the index fingers and then pointing down. So your index finger is pointing down towards the floor, and the thumbs are pointing towards the navel. So like so. And closing your eyes. So taking a moment to kind of let go of any tension when you're sitting. So you might feel, you might need to move a little bit until you settle down. So, and bring your attention to various parts that I will name. And as you do so, if there's an opportunity to let go of tension, please do. So, or if you want to tense and relax as we go, that's okay too. So bringing your attention to your toes, calves and shins, knees and kneecaps, thighs, quads and hamstrings both, and buttocks, hips, lower back, middle back, and upper back, and the navel, abdomen area, the chest, the shoulder areas, and the shoulders. So bringing your attention to the fingers, to your mudra, your hand gesture, and relaxing the hands, the forearms, elbows, upper arms, and the shoulders and shoulder blades again. If you need to kind of move them before you settle, that's fine. And then bringing your attention to your neck and bringing your attention to your face. So very important, the mouth, the teeth are, there's gap between the lower teeth and upper teeth. The tongue is relaxed, therefore it's not on the upper palate, it's just relaxed. And then a little smile on your face, relaxing the chin, the cheeks, the lips, the nose, and the eyes area. So we do carry a lot of tension around there, releasing the eyes, releasing the muscles and the eyebrows, the muscles of the eyes, and then the forehead, temples, and the head and the scalp. So the whole body is relaxed. The whole body is nice and relaxed. So now just bring your attention to the pelvic area, the pelvic floor, and just feel that area a little bit. Just feeling, so just the tail, the tailbone. And then a little bit further up, just feeling that point. And then bring your attention to your navel. Feeling the breath in and out of the navel. And then bringing your attention to the heart center. around the sternum, letting your attention there. Breathing in and out. And then bring your attention to your throat. Breathing in and out again. And then bringing now your attention to the point between the eyebrows. So let the attention there. And if you can, deepen the breath a little bit. Now let the attention go from the point between the eyebrows and see where the attention goes. So it might go to the heart center, or it might stay at the point between the eyebrows, wherever it is. Just let it be there, and we'll start the class with 3 ohms as we normally do, feeling the ohms at either of these 2 points, heart center or the point between the eyebrows. So relax the face, relax the eyes. So inhale. Sahana bhavatu sahano bhunaktu saviryam karavavahe tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly opening your eyes. And we'll be getting ready for some movement. So we've got a little bit of a balance class today. So just to ground us a little bit, the weather is a bit funny in Sheffield at least, and sun and rain and hail and everything else. And there's a few changes happening as well nationally about restrictions and all that. So these things can have a little bit of an effect on us sometimes. Okay, so we'll do some balances lying down. So you can lie down on your right hand side. So we did this not too long ago. If you want, you can have a pillow just to rest your head if you feel that feels good for you. So outstretch your right arm. If you like a pillow, then that's okay. If you don't like a pillow, that's fine as well. Just make sure your head is comfortable. So the legs, the hips are stacked one on top of each other, and the feet on top of each other. So the left arm is on the left thigh. And then we're just gonna lift the left leg up a little bit. Inhale. And then exhale down, not too much. Inhale and exhale. So not too much at all, and making sure that your hips not going forward or back. So really controlling that movement, and you will feel, if you're doing correctly, you will feel that it takes a bit of effort to make sure that your hips don't move forward or back. So just slowly feeling it. So if it feels good for you, close your eyes. You don't need to see what I'm doing, just feel it and listen to the instructions. And sometimes make it up as you go along as well. And then you can go a little bit higher up, but then only do so if your hips are going back or forward, then that means you've gone too high. So it doesn't matter how high you go, as long as your hips are square. So you don't get the benefit of the exercise if the hips are going forward or back too much. So a couple more. Really feel it in the whole leg and also the body. trying to balance. Okay, so now bring the leg down, and then we're going to go, we're going to inhale, bring the right arm to one side, and then bringing the left leg, sorry, the left arm to one side and the left leg back in a diagonal. So just exhale down. So inhale, and then exhale, coming down, feeling that movement. So a bit dynamic, but again, making sure the hips are stacked one on top of each other. One more, and then come back. And now we'll go one more time, and this time we stay there and we breathe. Again, just check your hips. So feeling that line, feeling the stretch there. Relaxing the left shoulder, and then coming down, coming back to where we started. And now the last exercise on this is lifting. Inhale, lift both legs up. Exhale, down. Again, be careful of your hips. The inhale and down. It doesn't matter if they move, but just be aware of what's going on. Exhale, down. Inhale. You don't have to go far up either. And down. And then next time you go up, breathe in this position, feeling the work in the side of the hips. And then coming down. And now we're going to just turn to the other side. So you can just turn facing the other way. I will move side so that you can still see if you wanted to. But as I say, the important thing is to feel it rather than see, than look. Okay, so hips stack one on top of each other. You can relax on your pillow if you've got one, but you don't need the pillow. You can just relax on your arm, just whatever feels good for you. And then you can bring your left hand either on top here or on top of your right leg or in front, but just a little bit just for balance. So inhale, right leg up and down, not too high. Hips are stacked one on top of each other and not moving. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more with your own breath. Making sure there's no discomfort, just bones propping out or just anything that's a little bit uncomfortable. And then you can go a little bit higher up, but only as long as your hips are not moving. If hips are starting to go back like so, then that means you've gone too far. So you can carry on just as you were, or if you like, you can go a little bit further up. You don't have to. And then relax. And now outstretch the right arm to one side, one corner, and then the right leg in a diagonal. And then exhale back to center. So inhale, diagonal, exhale back to center. Inhale, exhale one more time. Inhale, exhale. And then now when we go out, stretch, we stay there and breathe normally. And hold the position, making sure the hips are stacked. Okay, so, and then coming back to the center, taking a moment here. And if it feels good, keep your eyes closed. If it doesn't feel good, then keep them open. And then now we're going to try both legs. So if you want, you can bring your couple of fingers in front just for balance. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Making sure you're not pressing too much with your fingers or hands. One more. And then now, next time you go up, stay there and breathe. Okay, and now bringing the legs down. And then we'll just come on our back for a moment. And just do what you need to do. So bringing both knees to the chest for a moment. And then coming up into all fours. Okay, so all fours, we're going to do a few of the exercises that you know quite well, the Vayakrasana or the tiger pose. So this is, we're going to be doing the balance pose here. So you can see how you want to progress slowly. So we'll do a few variations of this. So bringing your knees directly underneath your hips, your hands directly underneath your shoulders, or if your shoulders are a bit tight today, then you can walk your hands a little bit forward and a little bit further than the shoulders. And then the hands, all the corner, making sure you're using all the corners of the hands. So we inhale, we bend the right knee, exhale, knee to nose, curving the back. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. So now, if you like, we'll inhale the right leg, bend, and then we'll outstretch that right leg. So breathe normally here. And then when you're ready, lift your left arm up. So you're looking at a point slightly ahead of you or in front of, well, maybe ahead, rather than trying to compromise your neck. So just staying there, flex the foot and breathe in this position. So holding the position. And of course, I encourage you to hold, but if you feel like you want to come out of any pose, please do so at any point in time. And then coming back to the center, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So if your wrist hurt or anything, you can always use your fists and use the fists here. So inhale, bending the left leg, knee, exhale, knee to nose, curving the upper back. So coordinating with the breath. So go as slow as your breath allows. And now next time, outstretch the left leg. And then when you're ready, just making sure that your gaze is fixed at one point, and then lifting the right arm and breathe. So flexing the left foot and staying there. And breathe. If you need to come out of the pose at any point, come out of the pose. That's trying to build strength, trying to stay if possible. Couple more breaths. And then bring arms down. And then we'll just go for a couple of restful breaths. So You can come in the child pose with your knees together, your knees apart, your head on the floor, your head resting here, or you can rest your head on a block or on telephone directories, anything that you like, or you can bring your head on the floor. Your arms can be back, whatever position that feels good for you. Couple of breaths here and focus on where the breath is. So focusing on the breath. If the mind wanders, then occasionally just take an opportunity to bring it back to the breath. Okay, so now coming out of child pose, and then we'll do a few more poses from the all four positions. So going back into the base position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and the legs are kind of parallel. And then we're going to go and do a bit of for the upper back. So we'll inhale, we'll come on the tip of our fingers looking up, and then exhale coming. So, sorry, let me just get that right. Sorry, I messed up here. So inhale first, looking forward, and then exhale coming on top of your fingers. That's correct. Now, and then inhale coming up into rising cat, opening the chest, and then going back down. So inhale, cat, looking up, opening the chest, let the stomach drop. Exhale, come on the tip of your fingers, curve your upper back, feeling that upper back stretch. And then inhale, opening the chest. And then exhale, going down. If you need a breath in child pose here, any time, please go ahead. So let's do two more of these. Inhale, looking up, let the stomach drop. Exhale, round the back, come on the tip of your fingers, exaggerate the movement. Inhale, opening the chest. Really feel that openness if you want a little back bend. And then exhale, we'll just go down here. So one more. In your own time, if you want to open your eyes or close your eyes, whatever you feel like. Exhale, tip of your fingers, you can walk the fingers a little bit towards you, opening that chest, nice. And then this time we all go down into child pose for a moment. Or if you like, you can go on the crown of your head and feel the blood going to the brain. So if you like to do that, you can bring your hands to the side, bring the crown of the head onto the floor and feel the rush of blood to your head and scalp. If you've got blood pressure problems, then please don't do this. But you know yourself. And then we come into child pose for a moment. And then when we're in child pose this time, we bring our arms forward and then we lift the buttocks off the floor. So just feel that traction cat a little bit. Feeling a nice stretch in the lower back perhaps. So with the arms going in one direction, the buttocks in the other direction, you can probably feel a nice stretch in the lower back. Or maybe not. So just adjust to what feels good for you. And then coming back to the center, and then we'll do all our favorite pose, which is the plank pose. So we'll just start here in the plank, in all fours. So I'll show that very slowly about how to get into the plank pose. Even if you're very good at getting into the plank, then just follow the instructions very carefully. And if it doesn't work for you, then adjust, obviously. So staying in, your back is neutral, hands underneath the shoulders. And then just bring one leg back, just slide that leg, and then curl your toes and come on the tip of one leg. So just staying here for a moment. And then the upper body, so making sure that the upper body is not curved like mine is now. So broaden, bring the shoulder blades a little bit together and flatten the upper back. And now looking a little bit ahead of your mat, so there is a nice line between your head and the toes. And then slowly just trying to lift the other knee and stay here. So you might not be able to hold it for very long. Then just come down. But if you can, just stay there for a few moments. So breathe. And feel the body shake a little bit perhaps. And then bringing the left knee down. And then pivot your right leg. And then bring your right foot is on the floor if you can. And then in this position, lift your right arm up. Just feeling the stretch here. So you can stay here. For those who want to do the side plank in this position, you can go ahead. So I'm going to probably stay here, but I'm just going to show quickly what I mean by the side plank. So you can bring the left foot there, or you can bring the left foot, so stack the right foot on the left foot like so, or just stay where we were. So you choose your position, don't work harder than you should. This is just options for people who want to. So this is a very mixed class, so I give lots of options. It is not to ask you to do anything that you shouldn't be doing for your body. And then coming down, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're just going to okay, well, so in this, we'll do one more plank and then we're going to move to the other side. So, so when you're ready, just slide one leg back. Make sure your upper back is nice and straight and wide and not curved. And once you've got that, so you're on the top of your toes of one leg, making sure your hands, but you're using all the corners of your hands. And then when you're ready, the upper body doesn't move, but just that knee lifts up. So looking slightly forward. And then this time, bringing the right knee down, bringing the left leg on there. And then we're now going to turn the other way. So the left hand is up. You can look wherever you feel good. So the arms are in one line if possible. And here you've got options of going into a side plank if you feel like it. Your choice. And then coming here. And then we're going to do one more stretch from this position. So this time we're going to come on on our standing knees. So taking a moment here, outstretch your right leg to the right with your right foot on the floor if you can. The right arm is on the thigh, and then just feel the stretch here. So now inhale, lift the right arm up, and then relax the shoulders. Exhale, take another breath, lengthen the spine, go up a little bit, And then exhale, bending towards the right. So you're not curving your upper back stays straight, and you're just going a little bit to the side. Feeling that stretch there. And just breathe into the position. So see where there is any tension. If you can let go of a bit of tension, go ahead. So some of us might not be able to get our toes on the floor. That's okay. Just do what you can. And the important thing is that the upper back is nice and open. And then coming back to the center. And then we're going to go to the other side. So coming onto all fours first. And then outstretch the left leg. So in the same line, if you can get your foot on the floor, do. If you can't, that's fine. So making sure you're not hyperextending your knee. The knee is soft and there is a little bit of a micro bend there. Left hand is on the legs, thigh, wherever. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the shoulder down. Now inhale, lengthen a little bit, and then using the exhale, bending towards the left. So there's not too much weight on your left hand. Feeling the stretch here. Breathe. And then coming up. And then bringing one leg in front of the other. And we're going to come up into standing when you're ready. So if you can afford not to use any hand, then coming up into standing. So I'll just make sure I can see you all. Okay. Right, wonderful. Okay, so now we're just going to do a few standing poses. We're going to do the half sun salutation, so we're not going to do full sun salutation. And so when you're ready, join me. So coming towards the front of your mat, your legs can be very close together, or they can be a bit of space between the feet, just whatever feels good for you. Tuck the pelvis under a little bit, opening the chest, and coming into Tadasana or the resting standing pose for a moment. So here, we're just going to do a little bit of awareness before we do a sun salutation. So here, just going from your toes into your heels, just rocking forward and back without getting your foot off the floor. So just really going a little bit forward and back, see how that works for you. Just forward and back a little bit. You're not coming on the tip of your toes or anything like that, just feeling the legs, the feet. And then again, we're just going to go to the side, to the outside of the feet a little bit, going from side to side, feeling the feet. And then we're just going to feel the inside of the feet. So you can just go in a little bit, just feeling that groundedness in there. So now bringing your feet very nice and strong on the floor, but not tense. So your toes are relaxed and feeling that groundedness in your feet. So now inhale, exhale your palms together at the heart center. Inhale up first and then come into a little bit of a back bend. And then using an exhalation, coming down, bend your knees, your hands on either side of your feet, and let the head hang. Now inhale, bring your hands and your towards your knees and flatten the back. Exhale, go back down, bending your knees and bringing the back into, straightening the back, bring the arms back, and with an inhalation coming up, little bit of a back bend, and exhale, hands back to the center. So we do that a few more times. So inhale, do a big circle. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, up. First, back bend, not too much. Exhale, down, hands by your feet. Let the head hang. Inhale, flatten the back, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, come down. Inhale, coming up with a nice flat back, back bend. Let the lower back relax. Exhale, hands to center and arms by your side. So a few more times. Inhale, long, big circle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, nice flowy movement. Up and back. Exhale, down, bend your knees. Inhale, look up. Straighten the legs if you like. And then exhale, coming down, bending your knees. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, hands to prayer. And now try one on your own. Just make it up if you're not doing it correct. It's not a problem. So just flow and do your own movement. And then coming to the center for a moment and just feeling the effect of just that flowy type of movement. And now we're just going to do simple, we're going to stay where we are and with the legs like firmly grounded. And then we're just going to do eagle arms. So if you want to bring both arms to the side, relax the shoulders, bring the right arm under, and then twist your arms and then just grab hold of the palm of your hand, or you can hook your thumbs together or whatever you feel, or just stay here, or if you can have a prayer position sort of, and just feel that upper back, feel the work in the upper back. If you can bring the elbows at the same height as the shoulders. So really feeling that stretch there. So it might feel quite strong for some of us. And just come out a little bit if you need to and breathe. So this is the eagle arms. Or sometimes so just taking a moment with it. And then relax the arms down. So now we're just going to do a bit of the opposite. So bringing your arms to the side, and your palms facing up to the ceiling. So now we're squeezing the shoulder blades. Before we were kind of stretching, and now we're just squeezing the shoulder blades. So imagine there are two platters of things in your hands just there, and you're keeping quite still, but relax the shoulders, just feeling that movement of the shoulder blades getting closer together. And then relax. Okay, so now we do the eagle arms on the other side. So inhale, both arms to the side. Exhale, bringing the left arm underneath the right this time, and just hook wherever you are. You don't even have to hold it. Your arms can be like this, as long as you're feeling something in your upper back. And if you like, you can just hook your thumbs, or don't need to hold anything, but if you can bring your the palms of your hands together. And if this is still good for you, you can play with your elbows, whether a bit down gives you the stretch that your body needs today, or whether going up gives you that stretch. Feel both. So you might need to see which one your body likes today. So you can experiment yourself. Only you would know how it feels. And it's quite strong. So breathe. Breathe with your mouth closed, always, if possible. If you need to breathe with your mouth open, that means you're exerting yourself, unless, of course, you've got a blocked nose. So just taking a moment there, and then release the arms. Okay, so I've got a feeling this is feeling quite good, okay. So now we're just going to do a couple of standing poses. So bringing your left foot 90 degrees, bringing your right leg down back about 2 or 3 hip distance, and then your left heel is in line with your right arch, and then bending the left knee here. So outstretch both arms to the side, looking at your left middle finger here. So if you need to kind of making sure that you can still see your left toe. If you can't, then that means you probably need to bring your legs either close together. You just need to adjust a little bit. So just staying here, focusing on that middle left hand. And now bringing your right hand behind your back, and then turn your left palm to face you, and then going back a little bit. So just bending a little bit, just feeling that. And then coming back forward, bringing the left hand on the knee, on the thigh, and then out, stretching the right arm. So we're just going to float between these two positions. If you want, you can, in this position where we're doing the reverse warrior, you may straighten the left leg. So straighten the left leg, and then exhale, coming here. So we'll just inhale up, and then exhale in this position. So just moving a little bit today. So inhale, and then exhale, knee, hand on the thigh. Just a couple more. And one last one. So when you are in the reverse warrior position, just staying there for a moment, holding the pose, letting go of any tension, just holding and breathing normally. So your left knee is kind of straight with a micro bend at this point, so you don't injure yourself. So breathing. And then now bending that knee, and then we're going to hold this position for a little while. So in this position, making sure that your left toes are kind of free, and you can lift them if you wanted to. You're not clasping too much, putting too much pressure on them. And here, of course, if you want, your hand can be on the right hip. It doesn't have to be on top by your ear. So you can just adjust your position here. Feeling that stretch, you can adjust how far you want your legs. Just make the position your own. And then coming to the center, both feet facing the center. And then we're just going to do a wide-legged forward bend. So bringing your hands interlaced behind your back, if you can, or just touching some bits. You can just hold a few fingers, whatever feels good for you. And then elongate the spine and then bending from the hip crease, keeping the spine straight. So the upper body is straight. So the upper body, the torso is almost parallel to the floor. You don't have to go all the way down, just a little bit is fine. But keeping the upper body straight, the upper back is straight, just feeling that where you are. So if you can go parallel, go for it. And then if you are parallel and your hands can get on the floor, then you can bring your hands on the floor. Otherwise, just stay with your hands behind your back and just enjoy the position here for a nice stretch in the legs. And bring your center of gravity a little bit forward if you like. So making sure you're not overstretching your knee, your knee is protected and you're not overstretching things. Just be very careful and mindful of how your body is feeling. So you can bring your arms here if you like. If you need to move a little bit, you can move a little bit. And then slowly heel toe, bring your legs a little bit close together. And then let the head hang. And then slowly with a rounded back coming up. And the head goes back last. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So now bending the right knee. The left is straight. And we're going into the warrior position. So opening your arms, both arms at the same height, shoulder height, and then relax them so your shoulders are nice and relaxed. And now you're looking at the middle finger of your right arm. And then we're just going to be alternating in these two positions. So before we do that, just enjoy the position, making sure you're not going into the inner arch of your left foot. And your right toes are quite free if you were to lift them up a little bit. So you're not putting too much pressure there. Okay, so now bringing your right arm to your back. Inhale, go coming up, bringing your right palm facing you. Exhale, elbow to thigh, and then just rotating and just alternating, moving slowly, nicely with your breath between these two positions, just like we did on the other side. So if you think you've gone a little bit too much, then come out of the pose a little bit. So check your toes again, just alternating between the two. So if you need to take a break, take a break. So remember, in the reverse warrior, your right leg is straight. So alternating into these two positions. And next time you are in the reverse warrior, which is where your legs is straight and your palms facing you, just stay there in that pose for a few moments. Feeling that warrior-like position, ready to face things, and also feeling quite balanced. And then now bending your right knee, bringing your elbow there, your forearm on there, and then you can just open the upper body. You can bring your left arm or hand on your left hip, or you can outstretch it there. So just choose, and making sure you can still see your right toe. Well, toes. Holding for a moment. So not collapsing in the inner arch of the left foot. And then coming out of the pose. And then heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And then when you're ready, we'll go down and we'll relax for a few moments before we do a few poses. So just lie down for a moment and feeling. So when you lie down, just feel that relief, just have that feeling of letting go. So whatever you need to do, if you need to bring your hips together, or if you need to go side to side, whatever your body wants to do at the moment. We're going to go into a twist after we've relaxed for a few moments. So if you need to bend your knees, that's fine. And just take a few breaths here, closing your eyes, releasing the back, and letting gravity hold you. So now bring a little bit of attention to the breath. Inhale for a count of 2, and exhale for a count of 4. So by prolonging the exhalation, the body relaxes a bit further. So feeling the relaxation. So where's the mind? Where is the breath? So sometimes I forget to mention at the beginning of the class if you've got an intention for your practice. And it's something that you can automatically bring yourself when you're practicing. And sometimes within the practice, you can go back to this intention of why it is that you're doing this. You're doing this asanas. Reminding yourself. The idea of the yoga practice is to be in contact with ourselves. Of course, there are physical benefits that we get, and these are great, but we can get a lot more out of it as well. We can also help the mind. So when thoughts arise, let them be. Just bring your mind to your focus, whether it is your intention or the breath. The breath is a very good way of being in the present. And by staying in the present moment, completely focusing on the task at hand, it prevents the mind from going into the past, ruminating on things that we can't do anything about. And it also prevents the mind from going into the future, on which we have very little control, as we all know. So staying in the present is a very good way to keep the mind balanced and to stay balanced and not be fearful or sad about the past or guilty about the past. So breathing in energy, breathing out any fatigue that you have. Okay, so now we go into a twist. So you may choose the twist of your choice. I'm gonna suggest a twist where we actually bring the feet mat width. So the feet are not together. The feet are on the mat, and they're quite far apart. So mat width almost. And I'm going to be teaching a dynamic one. And if you start it and you think, oh, this is not good for me, this is not good for my knees, then do any twist you like. You know the twist, you've all been here before, so you can just do a universal twist by just bringing both knees to one side, whatever twist you like. So So if you want to come with me with a dynamic twist, so you can bring the arms to either side if you like, on the side at shoulder height, and then bringing both knees to the right, and then inhale, center, exhale to the left, inhale, center. Remember the feet are mat width here if you're with me. And then exhale one side. So you can look to the opposite side if you like, coming to the center. So this is a dynamic twist. And we'll do that a few times, and then we're going to hold. So just carry on dynamic. And the next time you go to the right, so this time look to the left for sure, and then just stay there and breathe. So there might be quite a lot of pressure on the left thigh here. So just let go of that pressure. If this doesn't feel good, do any twist that you like. So it's just nice sometimes to change and try something slightly different. It works just slightly different muscles. So feeling the twist there. And with the exhalation, letting go a little bit. Breathing into where you can find a bit of tension and letting go of that resistance. So close the eyes if it feels good, and bring your focus to the breath or your intention. And then slowly coming back to the center, and then using an exhalation going to the left-hand side, both knees to the left. The knees don't have to be on the floor or anything like that, and then looking towards the right arm. Letting the back release. So just let the back go. If this is compromising any part of your body, then please do another twist. So feeling the breath, letting go, and then coming to the center. And then we're going to get ready for our final relaxation. So just getting anything that you need to get. Making yourself very comfortable, so you can put things under your knees, something under your head, and covering yourself, and just be completely comfortable. If you feel like you want to do it on a sofa or as well, that's fine. Just anything that works for you. So the idea is not to sleep, but just you'll have to just listen to your body. So get ready for Yoga Nidra, lying down on your back, and adopt the corpse pose. And in this position, the body should be straight from head to toe. Adjust everything. Your palms are facing up, a little bit of room between the arms and the armpits. Just let your feet go in whatever direction they go, feeling completely relaxed. So once you've adjusted everything, body, position, clothes, until you're comfortable, completely comfortable. After that, there should be no movement if possible. If you need to move, that's fine, but just do so mindfully. So in the practice that follows, you're going to develop the feeling of relaxation in the body. It is not necessary to make movements or deliberately relax your muscles. Simply mentally develop this feeling of relaxation. So it is the feeling you have just before sleep when relaxation becomes deep. Sleep does come, but you should try to keep yourself completely awake. So during Yoga Nidra, you're functioning on the levels of hearing and awareness. And the only important thing is to follow the voice. You must not try to analyze the instructions too much, as this will destroy your mental relaxation. Simply follow with total attention and feeling. And if thoughts come to disturb you from time to time, do not worry. Just just continue the practice. Now, bring about a feeling of inner relaxation in the whole body. Concentrate on the body and become aware of the importance of complete stillness. Develop your awareness of the body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. And mentally repeat the mantra Om, or any mantra that you like. Complete stillness, complete awareness of the whole body. Again, Om. Continue your awareness of the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. At this moment, you should make your resolve, whatever resolve you've got, that is simple. And your resolve is a short positive statement in simple language. And please state it 3 times with awareness, feeling, and emphasis. The resolve you made during Yoga Nidra is bound to come true in your life. We now begin rotation of consciousness, rotation of awareness by making a trip through the different parts of the body. As quickly as possible, the awareness is to go from part to part. So right hand thumb, become aware of your right hand, and then the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand. Become aware of your palm, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, the elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the left waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the kneecap, the calf muscle, ankle, the heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the back. Become aware of the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the right buttock, the left buttock, the spine, the whole back together. Now go to the top of your head, the top of the head, the forehead, both sides of the head, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, the chin, the throat, right chest, left chest, the middle of the chest, the navel, the abdomen, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, buttocks, spine, shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and front together, the whole of the head and the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. Please do not sleep. Total awareness, no sleeping. The whole body on the floor. Become aware of your body lying on the floor. Your body is lying on the floor. See your body lying perfectly still on the floor in this room. Visualize this image in your mind. So now become aware of your breathing. So mentally, we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So imagine breathing first through the left nostril and breathing out through the right nostril. Breathing through the right. Exhale through the left. So carrying on, this is one round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. So carry on 2 rounds in your own time. Alternate nostril breathing mentally. You're actually physically breathing as well through the nose, but you're just not, your hands are not helping you to close one nostril as we do sometimes. Staying present with the alternate nostril breathing. No effort. Now, letting go of the breath and awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. So the feeling of heaviness in the body. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling so heavy that you're sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness, awareness of heaviness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. The sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating away from the floor. Awareness of lightness. The experience of cold awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you're walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness, awareness of coldness. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical, recollect the feeling of pain. Now recollect the feeling of pleasure. Any kind of pleasure, physical and mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it and make it vivid. Awaken the feeling of pleasure. And now withdraw your mind and concentrate on the front of your closed eyes, in that space there. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space, a space that extends far beyond the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space, dark friendly space, and become aware of any phenomena that manifest within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of the mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become too involved. Practice detached awareness only. And the space can also be visualized in front of the forehead. If you want to explore a little bit, you can shift your gaze slightly upwards. Do not strain. See how that feels. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully with detachment. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching this dark space. Relax the eyes. And now remember your resolve, your sankalpa, repeating the same resolve you made at the beginning of the practice, in the same words and with the same feeling and emphasis. Repeat your resolve 3 times now with feeling and emphasis. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing. Awareness of relaxation. Develop awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room you're in, the walls, ceilings, various features of the room. Take your mind out now, becoming completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments
and keep your eyes closed. Start moving your body and stretching yourself very, very slowly. Please take your time, do not hurry. And when you're sure you're completely awake, then you may sit up, and the practice of Yoga Nidra is now closed. So, taking your time, no brisk movement. And we're going to be finishing the class as we normally do with our little prayers, wishing well to the whole world wherever they need it, and of course to yourself. So when we're repeating our Oms today, bring the first Om to yourself, feeling it in yourself, and then sending the second Om to the group, to people you know, close ones, acquaintances, friends. And then the third Om is a bit more outgoing and to the whole world, to everyone who needs it. So when you're ready, so let your attention go either to your forehead or your heart center, whichever. ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. And now the same two verses in in English. Auspiciousness be unto all, perfect peace be unto all, fullness be unto all, prosperity be unto all, happiness be unto all, perfect health be unto all. May all see good in everyone. May all be free from suffering. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. And thank you very much for joining me today, and have a great week. Keep well.